Here goes nothing. Good morning, guys. My name is Dia, and welcome to Healing the Spirit Within. So, this is my very first YouTube video. Well, scratch that. This is my very first YouTube video that you guys see my face because I recorded 3 videos for this channel, and with my intention of doing a faceless YouTube channel. All about spirituality. Why faceless? Because I'm just terrified of showing my face, and I don't know why. I have no idea, because I think I feel that being on YouTube, even though my page is new, and again, I'm not going to do any edits or anything for this video, so you're going to have to get what you get, because I have to learn how to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. That was the best quote I have ever heard in my entire life. To get comfortable with being uncomfortable. This is very uncomfortable to me, but I know that someone out there could use this. So for the past, I don't know, maybe some years now, the Lord has been telling me that I need to be on YouTube. I ignored it. You know, people always say, how do you know that God speaks to you? You know, it comes from all different signs. Was telling me to show my face. And I don't know why, when it comes to YouTube, I have such a hard time showing my face. So let me give you guys a little bit of a backstory. So I am a married mother of 2 adult children, and I am a geriatric nurse practitioner. I also have a medical cannabis business, and I also have a legal nurse consulting business called DLJ Legal Consulting. So that's a little backstory. That's kind of relevant to this video, but my point is that I show my face every day. You know, I'm very comfortable in my career and my job, but for whatever reason, when it comes to this particular camera, I have a problem with it. Now, I've always wanted to be a public speaker, which is very ironic that I feel like I want to be a public speaker, but I can't show my face. I don't know where this anxiety comes from, but it comes from somewhere. But I told myself today was going to be the day that I show my face. No edits, no nothing. I don't even have anything on my face. Maybe something on my lips. That's it. I'm not doing anything additional. So the Lord has been telling me to show my face, because I know that He knows, or she knows, that someone out there could use my testimony. So back in October of 2022, my son decided that he just wanted to up and leave, go no contact with us, at the age of 26 years old at the time. So, you know, been having little issues with my family as a whole. You know, it was all of us collectively. We were just having a difficult time. Not really financially, it was more emotionally and spiritually, mentally, not really, a little bit financially, but the finances wasn't really the major problem. So I've been married for 16 years, 17 in October of 2025. Me and my husband's been together since we were teenagers. I was 19, he was 18, 17, something like that. Yeah, I was 19, he was 17. I'm 2 years older than him. Anyway, we've been together for a very long time, and we have had some trials, and we have had some obstacles. But I always felt that in my particular life, that the obstacles that I had to cross were so much harder than everyone else's. You know, it's like from when my daughter was born, you know, she was at 6 months of age, she was born with a major health issue, you know, then marital problems, and then, you know, my issues with my son, and, you know, I lost my mom when I was 17. I didn't have the best relationship with my dad. Then my grandmother stepped in. I just always felt like it was always so much going on with me, when everybody else around me seemed to be living this picture perfect life. So when my son decided to leave, something happened, and I knew my work phone was going to ring when I started recording this video, but like I said, no edits. Let me wait for it to stop. Okay, So hold on, guys. Let me just grab it real quick because it's going to ring again if I don't hit the button. Okay, sorry about that. So 2022, when my son left, something happened. Now, I've always been a believer of God, spirit, the universe, whatever you want to call it. I've always been a believer. But something happened. Okay, we realized my son left us a note, basically with no way to get in contact with him. He's a grown man. That was his decision. But something happened in me, and I couldn't explain it. Now, like I said, I've always been a believer to a certain extent. You know how you have those people who know that things, believe in God, but you still skeptical a bit? That was me. I believed to a certain extent. So anyway, when my son decided to leave, something happened in me. One day I sat down and I just said, Lord, I need you. Just like that. Lord, I need you. And just putting that statement, that short statement out into the universe, when I tell you, things just started to happen. Slowly but surely, my marriage started to get better. My daughter's health issues started to get better. Now, when it came to my career, I've always been blessed when it comes to my career. I've always loved nursing, loved healthcare. I started in the field when I was a teenager, still in the field. I started from a geriatric nursing assistant, went back to school and got my RN, went back to school to get my NP. Now I'm back in school to get my doctorate. I've always been blessed when it came to that, but that's easy. That's very easy to do. Enroll, do the work, pass. It's not that hard. Study, it's not that hard. It's not. The other stuff has been my biggest problem. But anyway, that particular day when I said, God, I need you, things just started happening within me. I started viewing the world differently. I started waking up being grateful for what I have. I started looking at this world through a different set of lenses. Before, the only thing I saw was what I lacked. I never took the time to pay attention to what I had. And all the things that I've always wanted has always been around me, but I never paid attention to it. Now, I've always been an avid journaler. Always journaled. Always journaled. I was journaling even before I even knew I was journaling. I just always would write stuff down. I like journaling because when I go back to reflect on my journals to see my mindset, it just, I don't know, I just like it. But anyway, even through the bad and into the good, I continue to journal. My journal entries are totally different than what they was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, every day, what was wrong, what didn't go right, what needed to be improved. And the one thing that I did notice about my journal entries is that I blamed everyone but me. I blamed everybody but me. I could not see no fault in me. I didn't realize that, okay, yes, you're smart. You're smart. I can give myself that. I'm smart. But being smart does not mean that you are an expert in everything. I may be smart when it comes to healthcare, and I may be able to climb the corporate ladder when it comes to healthcare, but when it comes to certain things, I have a knowledge deficit just like everybody else. People think when you have these quote unquote careers and you're making pretty good money that everything is put together. It wasn't. I was putting on that crisp white coat every day, showing up for my patients, even as an MP. Because when I started as an MP, I was still in a dark place. I graduated in 2019. I was still in a dark place at that time. My life and mindset didn't start to improve until, like I said, 2022. So that's 3 years of darkness, and I would show up every day perfect. Everything was perfect, pristine, smile. But inside I was hurting. I was hurting so much because there was so many different things that I just never got a chance to process. Didn't process my mom passing. I didn't process, getting married at a young age. It was just so many things I just didn't process. But that particular day, I realized that I could no longer do this by myself. I needed God. And I asked him, I said, I need you. And when I tell you that from that day until this present day, every single day I can wake up with a smile. Is every day perfect? No. But your days are determined by your mindset. If you wake up in the morning and you already say you're going to have a bad day, you're going to have a bad day. If you wake up in the morning every day and say, I'm going to have a good day despite what obstacles I cross, you're going to have a good day. I told myself that every single day when I got out of that bed, I'm going to thank God for opening my eyes, because there's a lot of people who aren't able to do that. And I'm also going to tell myself, you're going to have a good day. And I have not had a bad day yet. I'm thinking, no, I have not had a bad day. I was always brought up in the church. But to me, it was for the wrong reasons. You know, as a child, you know, your parents, I know with me, how old am I? Oh, shoot, 48. I was about to say 46, 2 years behind. I'm 48 years old. And anybody who was my age, during that time, our parents always made us go to church. Go to church, go to church. Why? I was always the type of child where I needed to know why. Why am I doing this? In that generation, you know, you can ask questions. This is what I say, and this is what you do. I always had a problem with that. I had a problem with the church. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with people going to church. Don't take that from what I'm saying. I'm talking about me personally. I had a problem with the church because nobody told me why. You know, pray. Why? You got to go to church every Sunday. Why? Why? You know, so I developed this, I guess, weird relationship with God where I believe you, but I kind of don't. You know, that's where I was. Until that day, 2022, and I realized watching a lot of these different YouTube videos that I'm guessing that was my dark night of the soul period, because I'm just learning, guys, I'm just learning. But something changed in my life. Like, my husband and I have the best relationship. I mean, I really can't put into words how good God has been to me. And despite the obstacles, I'm sorry guys, I don't want to cry, but despite the obstacles that I've come across in my life, God continues to bless me and my family every single day. And I told myself today that, not just today, but period, that I'm going to stop allowing my fears to prevent me from helping other people. So if someone is in a place or they feel like, I don't know what to do, it's falling apart, turn to Him. God, Spirit, the universe, whatever terms you need, turn there. That's where your happiness is. Because you have to figure out what's going on with you, because sometimes you are the problem. And I realized that it was me, that I was the problem. Not saying that everybody else didn't have a problem, but I just didn't want to take responsibility for my own actions. You know, I am the nurse at the time, then I'm a nurse practitioner. You know how you get when, you know, you move up in your career, and I know I'm not the only one who feels like that. You know, you move up in your career, you feel like, you know, no one can touch you. But having a successful career does not guarantee a successful life. Having a successful career does not guarantee a successful home life. You have to have balance. You can't put all your time and energy into one boat. You have to balance everything. You have to make sure your career is straight, your family is straight. You have to invest in yourself, you know, your body, all of those things that I wasn't doing. I went on a weight loss journey, lost about 60 pounds. I just did so much because I was tired of being in that dark place. Okay, I've been talking for 14 minutes, and I'm impressed because I really thought that I was going to come on this video and talk for 5 minutes and then shut it down, but I'm still talking. I guess I'm going to title this video, God Needed Me to Show My Face. That's it. It's video number 1, and I look forward to many to come. I got through it. If I knew how to put that round of applause on here, I would.